Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about leadership and how we can build leadership at very young age, as young as possible. Because when we are going to build a business, or 5 years, after 10 years, when we are going to do a job or a business or pursue any career that we want, leadership is something that is it's going to be very important for us to learn, to become successful in any career. So that's why I'm going to talk about the importance of leadership first thing, and then I'm going to give you the 5 tips, if you want to build leadership, how to build leadership. I'm going to give you 5 tips on that. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do it, because I share business related content and content that will help us as young people, as teenagers, to become successful after 5 years, after 10 years, so that we can grow together and become successful together and become happy together. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do it and press the bell icon, so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get notified and you won't miss a thing. So let's get started with our video with why leadership is important. Reason number one why leadership is very important is that you will become self-aware about yourself. So becoming self-aware means that you won't be just able to understand your strength, you will also know what are your weaknesses. So you will be more clear about your strength and weaknesses in a simple term. So and that is very important, because it will not just help you to become better and to know yourself better, it will also help you to be sensitive to your other team members, to other people. If you are building a business, to other employees, your partners and everyone. So it will help you to understand that everyone has emotions, everyone has their ups and downs. So you will respect that, you will understand that everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, so we need to work on our weaknesses and strengths at the same time. So understanding your strengths and weaknesses will become you self-aware, clear about how you are as a person, what are your preferences, which will be able to help you in future to make any decisions for your business, for your life in general. And also you will be very respectful to other people's opinion, their feedback about you, about their life, about their strengths and weaknesses, and you will be more empathetic about it. Reason number two why leadership is important is that it will enhance your problem solving skill unimaginably. For sure, leadership is a skill, but problem solving is another skill. But they are interconnected to each other so much that if you are becoming great at leadership, it will help you to enhance your problem solving skill in a much higher level. So there are a couple of steps basically to problem solving skills. Problem solving skill, if you don't know, I have talked about it in my previous video. It's about basically solving a problem as easily as possible. So there are a couple of steps of solving a problem. If I go to them in a very brief manner, it will be first step is identifying the problem, then identify the source of the problem, then see what source is causing your particular problem, and see what are the possible outcomes or possible solution of their outcomes, possible solution of the problems, and based on your priority, choose one of the solutions and then take action. That's how problem solving skills work. These are the steps of it, but basically in general, in one line, it's about solving any problem. But that doesn't mean that solving math problems won't be giving you actually problem solving skills. Solving real life problems with real life people and resources and like real life thought processes will give you actually problem solving skill. Reason number three is relationship building and inspiring other people. So I put both of them together because they are pretty much the same. And the reason why I put them is that leadership skill will teach you to understand other people's emotion. At the same time you will be able to understand their strengths and weaknesses, so that you will be able to easily build better relationship with other people. And when we are building a team and when we are leading a team, it's very important to understand other people's weaknesses and their wavelengths, so everyone won't be able to catch up to the same pace as you are going. So as leader, it's our duty to go together. So there will be times when people in your team won't be that much motivated or inspired to do the stuff that you are telling them to do, or maybe they will have some kind of problems that can be emotional problem, physical problem, any kind of problem that will make them a bit slower than their actual average speed or space, or at least the pace that you want them to be in. So they can be slower than that. So in that situation, rather than shouting at them, being frustrated, why aren't you doing the stuff that I want you to do? Rather, what you should do and what we all should do is that showing empathy and slowing down our process is very important. Because there is a quote which I love, which is that if you want to go fast, then walk alone, but if you want to go far, then walk together. So we want to go far. I don't want to go fast, but I want to go far as fast as possible. That's a different thing, but the thing is that leadership skill will teach us building relationship. And as leader, when you build relationship to other team members of yours, you will be able to make them, when you are communicating your dreams and your beliefs with other people, and other people in your team and your business, and you want to achieve something, and you talk about it and you communicate it, you are giving them a why of their working. So they know that why they are doing it, what they're doing actually, what are they a part of. Like they are a part of your whole business and whole ambition. So they need to know what their place is. A big problem, a huge problem of many employees in many businesses is that they don't know what they're doing and why it is helping the company. So that's why we need to communicate with them. We need to make them strong in their why, that why we need them, why they are important, and so that will ultimately inspire them to work towards the goal. Those were the reasons why leadership skill was important, and now we are going to talk about how we can build leadership skills. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why we should how to build leadership skills and as soon as possible, as teenagers and as young as possible. So tip number 1 on how to build leadership skill is it has to be being disciplined and consistent. So basically, being leader and leading other people, it's a hard job, and so you need to be disciplined and you need to follow the rules and you need to be consistent every single day with your work. And not just that, as a leader you need to inspire other people to become disciplined and consistent at their work and work as hard as possible. So to do that, first you need to become disciplined by yourself. That's how you are going to lead them to the process of being disciplined. If you are not disciplined by yourself and you are sleeping and taking naps the whole day, you can't expect your team members to become disciplined. That is why first we need to become disciplined by yourself, then we have to motivate other people. So tip number 2 on practicing leadership will be learn to follow and respect others. So when we are building a business and when we are building a team and we are the leader, we tend to think that I am the leader and you have to follow me, and I know it all and I know everything. You have to respect me, you have to follow me. The problem is that when you listen to other people's opinion, you see other perspective and other point of views and things. Maybe you can hear something that you have never heard of, never thought about your business. They may have some point of views, or they may have some perspective about the business, about the plans, about the goals and idea that you have in that you never have thought. So that is why following and respecting other people is very important. So when you are a leader, you have to make sure that you are open, your mind is open to other people, and you are mature enough to follow other people and be wrong and follow other people and learn from other people, at the same time respect them and their decisions, even if they are not the leaders. But that will create a sort of openness throughout the whole culture of your company. So people will be more open to share their opinions, and they will give feedbacks on different ideas and the way they see the future of this business, which may lead to some beautiful results in future. So that's why learning from other people and following other people is very important. Tip number 3 in practicing leadership will be show empathy and empower your teammates. So when you are a leader, you have to show empathy to your teammates, to the employees that you have, to the people who work around you and work for you and work for your dream. So when you understand their pain and give them the time to recover, in many times, again, that the quote that I said, if you want to go fast, go walk alone. If you want to go far, then walk together. So if you want to go far, you need to learn how to slow down a little bit, and you need to learn on failing sometimes to achieve some goals. And so people have their ups and downs, so you can't expect your team members to have their ups every time and the highest effective results that you want from them. So many times they may fall apart, many times they need you for their guidance, and many times they need you to help them. And so that's why you need to help them to recover. At the same time, you need to help them and inspire them to push extra. That will create a sort of emotional bond with you and your team members, and they will feel like we are a part of one team and we are trying to solve one purpose together, and we want to walk far together. And also make sure that they are not fooling you. I mean, empathy and empowering them and understanding their pain is very important, but that doesn't mean you won't be strict to them and you won't be pushing them to work hard and harder and harder and every single time, and will be disciplined. Because many times if you give them the freedom of lagging and being lazy and being procrastinative, they may take the chance way too much and they may fool around with that. So you have to keep a balance there. So tip number 4 for practicing leadership will be become a good listener. So although I have talked about becoming a good listener in all the other points, but I think it deserves its own point, is that listen to other people. Again, I have talked about it a little bit to other points, but listening to not just your team members but also your customers is very important, your family members, your team, and it's not just about a business, it's about in general life. Listening to other people and other people's opinions will give you some other new perspective which you never thought. Maybe they're talking about something else, but you can relate to that, and something might click and you can use it somewhere else, which will enhance your life at a much higher level. So that's why keeping your ears open and listening to other people is very, very, very important. So tip number 5 on practicing leadership, it's last but not the least, and I think it's one of the most important point of all of them, is keep on learning. So see, as we are young, it's very important for us to understand and to realize and to accept the reality is that we don't know a shit about life, or so I mean, we know nothing about what's going to happen after 5 years, 10 years. Maybe everything that we thought we will be, it might change to some other level. And so the thing is that as we realize that we don't know anything, it is going to be easier for us to know and to understand and seek more and more knowledge, and keeping our minds open. So as we are young, as teenagers or young adults, whatever you are, it's very important to learn about different stuff. So if you are trying to build a business, go to webinars, watch webinars, watch interviews of the greatest people, the greatest entrepreneurs of this era, and learn from them. Read books, read articles, read blogs, listen to podcasts, watch videos. Thank you, by the way, thank you for watching this video. If you have came to this far, I mean, thank you very much. I mean, I appreciate that. Anyhow, so podcast, webinar, seminar, go to seminar, communicate with people, find like-minded people and see what they think, what they're thinking, what their thought process is. Learn from them. Keep your mind open. That's what I want it to mean. Keep your mind open, period. That's what it is. So as teenagers, as young people, it's very important for us to keep our mind open and learn from anyone, anything. I mean, anything can connect the dot in future, right? So yeah, that's very important. So by the way, if you want to learn more about leadership and all this stuff, I will give you 2 article links in the description and 2 webinar links in the description, so you can read the articles, you can learn from the webinars. So yeah, I think this is the video, and if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and liking this video, by the way, and subscribing to our channel. It helps the algorithm a little bit. So just for now, that is it for now. Do good, be good, and be in the beautiful path of business. I'm Fathul from Fathul Bari. Peace.